All right, welcome everybody. So this is our chair yoga standing balance practice. This is the last one of August. It's actually really kind of weird when I think about it. Isn't that bizarre? Yes. Yeah. So last one of August. So for August we've been working on closed hip, open hip balance exercises. So if you have been loving those, then guess what? You get another one. If you have been hating those, then it's the last one. So
I had to go to my surgeon because I thought I needed a hip. My knees are already
yes.
up, and I thought something was wrong there. And I thought, oh my God, now I need everything. It was versa, and there again, that would really help me.
Yes. Okay, so yes, that's what we're gonna work on today. The open hip, closed hip balance exercises. So you'll start with your feet just in a comfortable position, just grounded on the floor. Your back is on the back pad, your bottom is glued to the seat of the chair. And then think about reaching the crown of head up towards the ceiling. Your hands are in your lap, either palms up or palms down, whatever feels best in your body. Relax your shoulders. Maybe softly close your eyes, or just find a gaze down the bridge of your nose. We'll start by just bringing yourself to the here and now, present. Notice as you inhale, that oxygenated air comes in through your nose, your chest expands, your belly expands, side bodies expand, back body expands. And then as you exhale, notice how everything softens, allowing that breath to escape from the mouth. As you continue to breathe here, just find a quick scan of your body to see how you're physically showing up for practice, how you're feeling as you start practice. And then find the same thing with your mind, how your mind is showing up for practice. We'll start to find some movements in our body. Continue to find those inhales through your nose and those exhales either out of our mouth or out of our nose. On your next exhale, allow the chin to reach towards the chest. Pause, let the chin reach towards the chest. Let the head just draw the chin towards the chest, just by the weight of the head. And as you relax into this posture, you might notice that maybe you're feeling the stretch through either sides of your spine, in your neck, and then maybe you're even feeling it through your upper back and in between your shoulder blades. On your next exhale, allow your right ear to fall over towards your right shoulder, Again, letting the weight of the head just draw the ear towards the shoulder, feeling the length in the left side of your neck through your left trap, that muscle in between the neck and the shoulder, and then maybe through the shoulder as well. Slowly allow the chin to fall back to the chest, and then eventually letting the left ear reach over towards the left shoulder. Weight of the head draws the ear towards the shoulder. Relax through the top of the shoulder, the trap, and the right side of your neck. Find one more inhale. On your next exhale, again, let the chest and the chin reach towards one another. You'll bind your hands, so interlace all 10 of your fingers behind your skull. Let your elbows start to pull towards the midline. Let the weight of the hands and the arms draw the chin just a little bit closer to the chest. Take your time here. The weight of the hands, the weight of the arms, draw the chin towards the chest. Slowly, with that bind, start to peel your gaze up towards the ceiling. As your gaze reaches up towards the ceiling, open those elbows, spread them wide, and then think about maybe using your back pad as a pedestal for your heart. Let your heart rest on the back pad. Maybe take your gaze all the way up towards the ceiling, spreading your collarbones up, opening your heart, opening your chest. Then exhale, start to round. Take those elbows back towards your midline, tuck your chin to your chest. Good, you're gonna move back and forth between that rounding, drawing chin towards chest, and that opening, reaching elbows nice and wide, spreading your collarbones up, reaching your heart up. You've got it. Take your time here, right? So whatever feels best for your body. And if you want, you could really use that back pad to find a back bend over it. Spread those elbows really wide so you can't see them in your peripheral vision. Try one more full round of breath here, so that opening and that closing. One more time. When you're finished, come back through center, but keep your bind where it is. And then keep your upper back attached to your back pad. So that's kind of like a marker for us. You'll start to take your elbows and reach them towards the front of your space and the back of your space as you rotate the barrel of your chest over towards the right side. Good, inhale, come back through center. Exhale, right where your back and the back pad meet, think about that rotation occurring right there. Good. Inhaling center, exhaling as you twist. Beautiful. And stay here, go back and forth, take your time. One more time, each direction. When you're you're finished, keep the bind, come back through center. We're gonna attach or try to connect the right elbow and the right hip. Side body squeeze on the right side. Lengthen through your left side body. Good. Inhale back through center. Exhale, touch left elbow to left hip. Squeeze, lengthen through the right side body. Inhale back through center. Beautiful. Alternating sides. Take your time here. Good. As you find that side body squeeze, think about the other elbow reaching up towards the ceiling and maybe rotating the chest towards the ceiling. Good. So toggling just back and forth between that right side body squeeze and left side body squeeze. One more time, each side. When you're finished, slowly dissolve that bind and go ahead and just find some rotation in your wrists. Beautiful. And then go ahead and rotate other direction. Excellent. Excellent. Start to move your bottom towards the front of your space. So take your back away from your back pad. Reach your heart up towards the ceiling, your shoulders back and down. You'll start to find just your cat-cows. So inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest, reach your gaze up towards the ceiling. Then exhale, round into your spine. Draw your spine towards the back of your space. Use your shoulder blades and pull them away from your spine and then tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift. Exhales take you to your cat, round here. This is an opportunity for you to just kind of find what movements feel best to you. So I want you to listen to your body. If it feels good to hang out maybe in your cat for a round of breath or in your cow, listen to your body, do that, take your time here. If it feels good to maybe embellish in any way, maybe rocking side to side in your cat or your cow, find the opportunity just to take this moment to do what your body is calling for. One more round of breath here. When you're ready, slowly stack your head on top of your shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over the seat of your chair. Beautiful. And then extend your arms just to your sides. We'll slowly roll our shoulders up and then exhale them back and down. Beautiful. Inhale, shrug up. Exhale, back and down. Good, take your time here. If it feels good to push them and hold them back and down a little bit longer, go ahead and do that, right? If it feels good to keep them lifted a little bit longer, find that. Two more. Excellent. Take your hands to your upper legs. We'll start to circle our crown of head. Think about circling your trunk, drawing circles on the ceiling, maybe with the crown of head. And don't be afraid to bend into the spine. So Don't be afraid maybe to round as you come back, and then maybe to open as you come forward. Yeah, beautiful, nice guys, good. You can transfer your weight from one sits bone to the other if that feels good too, if you really want to come wide, yeah, nice. Good, one more time, this direction. Beautiful, circle the other way, circle the other way. One more time here. Beautiful, good. As you slowly come back through center, again, stack everything. Think about using your postural muscles to keep you in that upright position away from the back of your chair. We'll find our sun A, simple sun A. Inhale those arms, reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling, spiral your pinkies in towards your midline. Gorgeous. And then exhale, back bend. Open your heart, open your chest, shine your palms forward, pull your elbows to your side bodies, almost as if they're gonna come to kiss behind you. Beautiful, inhale, rise, back up through center. Exhale, seated forward fold, connect your bellies to your upper legs. Let your arms hang heavy at your sides, or let them come in front of your feet. Whatever feels best, let the crown of your head drip down towards the earth. Maybe nodding your head yes, or shaking your head no. Just letting gravity draw the crown of your head down towards the ceiling, opening up the cervical spine in your neck. One more round of breath here. Inhale, halfway lift. Iron out your spine. Press your hands into your lower legs, and then extend the crown of your head forward and your tailbone back. Relax your shoulders. Draw your belly button towards your spine and your side bodies in. Strong core, strong belly. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. We'll inhale, reverse that swan dive all the way back up. Tall seated, mountain pose, reaching arms up overhead, rotating those pinkies again towards your midline. Then exhale, your hands to touch, lowering your hands in prayer to heart center. Connect your thumbs to your sternum, sternum to your thumbs. Find one round of breath here. We're gonna move breath to movement through that simple sun A 2 times. Inhale, bring those arms up, spiral the pinkies in towards your midline. Then exhale, open your arms, back bend. Inhale, reach those arms back up through center. Exhale, dive, forward fold, connect your bellies to your upper legs, compression through the front of your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, iron out that spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise all the way up. Tall seated mountain pose. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, hands, heart center in prayer. One round of breath. One more time, breath to movement. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back bend, open your heart, open your chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse it, come all the way up. Tall seated mountain pose. Reach arms up overhead. Eventually let them come to touch those hands and lower heart center. Thumbs to sternum, sternum to your thumbs. One round of breath here. Excellent. We'll heel toe your feet out wide, goddess pose. So allow the knees to come over the toes. Allow your hips to reach almost forward, almost as if you're gonna reach your pelvis forward, but keep your belly engaged. Good. So as you reach that pelvis forward, you might notice that your glutes, your bottom has to really turn on in order to keep those knees pulling out. Good. Excellent. So we're gonna keep those knees pointed out. We'll inhale those arms up overhead. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, take your left hand forward, right hand back behind you. Barrel of your chest moves over towards the right side of your space. Slowly inhale, come back through center. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Peel your chest over towards the left side. You've got it. Come back through center. Rise up. Exhale, lower, hands to heart center. Good. Can you maybe heel toe your feet out a little wider? Can you pull your knees out over your pinky toes more? Yeah, I know. You'll feel your glutes turn on, yeah. Oh, good morning, glutes. Those are your glutes. Ready? Let's go again. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, seated spinal twist. Take that left hand forward, right hand back. Keep reaching those knees out over your pinky toes. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, seated spinal twist, right hand forward, left hand back. Beautiful. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands come to heart center. You'll take your right elbow, connect it to the top of your right leg. Good. Inhale your left arm up towards the ceiling, maybe 12 o'clock on the clock. First, beautiful. And then exhale, sweep it over the head, trying to find that extension. Good, so two long side bodies, even in this wide leg position. Good. Inhale, back through center, left forearm, I know. Right arm up, 12 o'clock. Good. Then reach it overhead, lifting up out of that right hip. Beautiful. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, slowly come back through center. Both hands now plant to the top of the legs. You'll inhale, reach your heart up. Exhale, drop your left shoulder in between those knees. Reach your gaze over to the right side of your space. Good, so you might press that left hand maybe into the inner leg line on the left side to feel a little bit more stretch through the inner leg line on the left. Beautiful. Stay here, find that inhale. Maybe sink deeper and rotate greater on that exhale. Inhale, slowly come back through center. Drop your right shoulder in between those knees. Reach your gaze over your left shoulder. Same thing on this side. Maybe you're pushing your right hand into your leg, lengthening the midline or lengthening the inside of that right leg. And then maybe you're exhaling, trying to rotate just a bit deeper here. Inhale, slowly come back through center. And then heel toe those feet back in towards midline. Good. Give those legs a good swish back and forth a few times. Excellent. Good. One more each direction. Beautiful. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and find feet about hip distance apart. We're going to find our stand and our sits. So basically a squat pattern. Arms can cross across your chest. They can come in prayer. They can reach out in front of you, whatever feels best for your body. I want you to imagine that you're going to push so hard with your feet into the ground that it just pops your hips right up off of the chair. Did I sell you on that? Yeah. So yes, I want you to think about root to rise. The harder you push your feet into the ground, the more the ground is going to push back at you, and it should help to ground you so that you feel like you can lift your hips up off of the chair. Our glutes, butt muscles, are the main recruiter to get you from that seated position to that standing position. So that's what we're working here. So arms can be wherever you'd like. We'll go ahead and press those feet into the ground, lift those hips up off of that chair. Gorgeous. And then slowly, without plopping, reach your hips back, 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 and then down. Good. Take your time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, slowly lower. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, rise. Little plop. As little plop as possible. Good. Slowly lower. Excellent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, slowly lower. 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Press into those feet. Stand tall. Good. Slowly lower. Yes. 1 more time. Press into those feet. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Push your hips forward. Good. Slowly lower. Reach back, 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 and down. Awesome. Nice job, everybody. Okay, we're going to come to our standing exercises. So, you've got some options here. If you want to use your chair as balance, you absolutely can. You can place it in front of you. It can go on the side of you. Whatever really will suit you best. So you decide whatever position you want the chair. I'm going to move it out of the way just so that you can see me a little bit better. We're going to start with just our heel raises. So I want you to think about coming up over your big toes as you reach your heels up, and then exhaling, coming back into your heels, maybe lifting your toes. So don't think so much about rocking back onto your heels, but think about maybe lifting through your toes, pulling your toes to your lower legs. Good. So once you start to pull those toes towards your lower legs, you'll naturally feel like you're moving back into your heel, and maybe even the balls of your feet will lift off of the ground. Excellent. Nice, everybody. Yes. Good. So think about bringing your weight up over your big toe and your second toe, trying not to come out over the pinky toes. So sometimes it helps to imagine that you've got a ball maybe in between your heels or in between your ankles. That'll get you up over your big toe as opposed to rolling out over your pinky toes. 2 more times. Good. 1 more. Excellent. Beautiful. Good. We'll find our 30-second standing balance. I want you to take your gaze to something about 3 feet in front of you that is going to not move. So an imperfection in the wood or something on the floor. You'll transfer your body weight into your right leg. You'll lift your left leg. It doesn't have to lift high. It can just come up off of the ground. Or you can try to find 90 at your knee, 90 at your hip, and 90 at your ankle, right? So you can find that 90, 90, 90 if that feels good. Engage your right glute. So squeeze your right butt cheek to push your hip forward. Pull up on that right leg. Draw your kneecap towards that hip. Beautiful. Good. Take your time here. Just breathe. This is a practice. If you fall out of it, just come right back into it. Pause. Let your left leg lower. Press your left leg into the ground. Transfer your weight into your left leg. We'll start to slowly lift that left leg is in the ground. Right leg is lifting up towards the ceiling. Again, 90 maybe at the hip, 90 at the knee, 90 at the ankle if that makes sense for you. If you want to keep the foot closer to the ground, you absolutely can, right? Again, it's a practice, not a performance. So if you fall out, just come right back to it. Engage your left glute, squeeze it, pull your left kneecap towards your left hip. That'll engage the top of that left leg. place your right foot to meet your left. Beautiful, good. Maybe go ahead and shake your legs out, maybe wiggle side to side in your hips if that feels good, maybe rotate those hips. Beautiful, good, excellent. Okay, we're gonna use the chair now. We're gonna use the seat of the chair. So I want the seat of the chair to face you. Seat of the chair is going to face you. Then you're gonna face the seat of the chair. So your toes, your hips, and your shoulders are gonna point towards the seat of the chair. We'll inhale those arms above our head. Reach our fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Now we're coming into a forward fold here into standing position. Your hands can come to your seat. If you're comfortable, you can go ahead and take your hands all the way down to the ground if that feels comfortable for you. So either the seat or all the way down to the ground. And just like in our forward fold in that seated position, let the crown of the head drip down towards the earth. And then you can bend your knees as much as you need to. Maybe let your bellies connect to your upper legs by bending those knees a little bit more. Stay here for an inhale. Stay here for an exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. So if your hands are on the ground, push them into your lower legs. If they're on the seat of your chair, just come up onto your fingertips. Good, exhale, forward fold again. Beautiful, inhale, we rise all the way back up. Tall standing mountain pose, reaching arms up overhead, sweep, 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 sweep. Then exhale your hands to heart center. One round of breath here. Gorgeous. Your right foot is gonna stay as is. Your left foot is gonna step back behind you. We're coming into pyramid pose. So when your left foot steps back, I want it only to step back far enough where you can ground your entire foot down. So if you're stepping back so far that you can't connect your heel to the ground, you know you've stepped back too far. So 2 straight legs, all 10 toes pointing towards your chair. Now, if this is too hard to balance here, all you have to do is heel toe your right foot out wider. So now I've got a wider base of support. If I want to make it more challenging, I heel toe my right foot towards the midline of my body. So now I'm almost on a tightrope. Or I might have the foot or the left toe to right heel aligned if you want. You'll inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest. Good. Exhale, dive over those 2 straight legs. Now you've got a couple different options. Your hands can come eventually to the seat of the chair, or they can come all the way down to the floor, right? You figure out what's best for your body, what you need today. 2 straight legs, beautiful. Now, imagine that right hip is gonna pull back behind you, and your left hip is gonna pull towards the chair. Beautiful. Yep, good. Excellent. Now start to bend into that right leg, bend into the right knee, and start to launch forward by lifting that left foot. You have options here. This is airplane pose. You don't have to lift that left leg. You can keep the left toes grounded if that feels comfortable for you. If you want to lift the left leg, think about engaging the left glute, the left hamstring. Beautiful. Maybe you even want to lift maybe your right arm and reach your right arm back behind you. Or maybe you want to reach both arms back behind you. It's completely up to you. Beautiful. Take your hands back to the chair if they're not already there. Start to keep your left hand grounded. Start to rotate your chest over towards the right side of your space. Maybe lift through your right hand, reaching your right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Maybe your gaze reaches the right hand. Maybe it just stays over to the right side of the space, looking at the ground. This is a revolved position. So revolved half moon. Keep your hips square to the ground. One more inhale. One more exhale. Now take your right hand back to the chair and start to open your hips. So you're gonna stack your hips on top of one another. Good. Now both hands can stay down. This is perfect here. It's an open hip position. Or you can start to lift your left arm, reaching your left arm up towards the ceiling, stacking your hips and your shoulders, right? Your choice. Find an inhale. Stay for your exhale. Slowly bring your left hand down if it's not already at the seat of your chair. Step your left foot to meet your right. Forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, iron out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Tall standing mountain pose, reaching arms up overhead. Exhale your hands through heart center. You'll step your right foot back again, just so that you can keep your right heel grounded. Good. 2 straight legs, hands come to your hips. You can take as wide or as a narrow stance as you need to by just simply heel toeing your left foot in or out. Lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, let your heart reach towards that extended left leg. Hands can come into the seat of the chair, or they can come all the way down to the ground, whatever feels best in your body. Pull your right hip forward and your left hip back to square your hips towards the front of your space, the chair. Start to bend into that left leg. Launch forward. Maybe you reach your right toes back a little bit further behind you, or maybe you reach the right foot up. Your choice. Maybe you extend through your left arm. Maybe you extend through your right. You can do all or none of those options, right? All or none. Beautiful. Take your hands back down to the seat of your chair. Right hand stays grounded. Start to rotate the barrel of your chest over towards the left side of your space. Maybe your left arm reaches up. Good. Hips are closed. They're facing the ground. Closed hip position. Beautiful. Good. One more inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, bring your left hand down. Now we're going to open the hips. So open the hips, stacking the hips on top of one another. Good. The knife edge or pinky toe side of that right foot reaches up towards the ceiling. Maybe the shoulders stack on top of one another as well. Maybe the right arm comes up to the ceiling. Maybe it doesn't, right? You choose what pieces feel best for your body today. Every day is going to be a little bit different. Some days you might feel like your balance is better than others. And that's normal, that's okay. Find an inhale. And then exhale, cartwheel your arm down, step your right foot to meet your left, let it go, wash it away, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, iron out. Exhale, release, all the way down. Inhale, rise, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thumbs to sternum, sternum to thumbs. One round of breath here. All right, you have reached your final Shavasana. Have a seat in your chair. Allow your back pad to relax into your back into your back pad. Ground your hips into the chair. Let your legs maybe extend. Let your legs reach out towards the sides of your space. Let your hands come to your lap. Maybe allow your eyes to softly close. Come back to where we started practice, simply by noticing our breath, those inhales and those exhales. As your body finds stillness, your mind is going to follow. Allow your mind to find the same stillness as your body does. Now it's more challenging or difficult for our minds to find stillness. So if you need a little help, a good place to start is simply by staying focused on your breath. So again, noticing your inhales and your exhales. If something pulls you away, thought, feeling, emotion, pulls you away from noticing that breath, come back to the breath. You're gonna find there's a lot of things that are gonna wanna pull you away from that breath. Keep going back to the breath. Keep going back to it. As you do, relax your body. Let your body just fall into your chair. Let your shoulders relax. Let your hips sink into the chair. Let the crown of the head relax. Let your face relax. Your shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, and hands. Let your legs relax. Your feet relax. Start to slowly awaken your body. Become aware of the sounds of the room. How your body feels pressed against your chair and your feet against the earth. Start to find some small movements, maybe moving your fingers and your toes, rotating your wrists and your ankles, just to reawaken the body. Maybe rolling your shoulders up and back. Maybe rocking your head side to side or rotating it. Maybe reaching arms up overhead and stretching your toes, your feet out in front of you. And then slowly, maybe coming back through center. We'll find our final round of breaths to close practice together. Inhale those arms up overhead, sweep them up. Exhale your hands through heart center. Thank yourself for giving yourself the space and the time to find this practice of self-care. From my heart to yours, namaste. Well done, everybody. Nice.